All right, everybody, welcome back. Got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about Webull. We know Webull has been kind of stagnant for the last couple of days, or maybe the last week and a half or so. But now it looks like we're going to be getting a little bit of a movement out of it, heading into the week of trading on the Saturday the 16th, 17th, 18th. All right, so let's take a look at the charts. At the close of business on Friday the 15th, we had a nice little push up to retest this $16 area. Had a little bit of a pause, and then we're trying to get through. We've been consolidating here for quite a few days. Now, if we go back and we look here on the 3-month and the daily chart, you can see it here as these bigger bars. But now you actually can see where we're starting, find some support here at about 1485 or so. Let's see, this one opened and closed at 1483 was the open, and the close was 1545. All right, so the open at 1483 puts us below this bar here, but we didn't come back and close below it. We did push below it down to about 1467 was our low on that bar. Okay, so we know that our support area is somewhere around 75 cents. All right, so 1470, 1475, what have you. This bar here opened at about 1478. We had a low of 1472 and closed at 1541. So 75 is probably a good number. Right, we make it 1475, and then now all of our oscillations here are within this 1475 to $16 area. Okay, now we pushed at the end of Friday, we pushed up into this area like we want to continue to go higher. We don't know how that's going to stand or maintain because of close on Friday. Don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. We don't know how many sales came in at the end of the market close. So there's a lot of factors there that could affect whether or not we continue going higher or if we pull back and retest this support area. But in looking at the 2-minute chart, we closed just below this $16 area. So we hit it, but we didn't really want to sell off right away. We had a nice bar down, but the momentum pushed it up. So that's kind of what we have on Webull. It's a price target of $18. Okay, we want to get up through this 16, come back and check for some support, or we want to just blow straight through it. We blow straight through it, then it's going to be a nice long push trying to get up through here. Alright, now we have seen some big bars before, like this bar here and this bar here, so it is possible to get a push like that. Alright, so don't be surprised if we get a nice big bar and it blows up through here and come back and retest and then continues to go higher. Alright, but do be careful not to put on too much risk, or I should say be careful to risk only what you're willing to lose, but then also maintain a close stop on this particular, because we get a push down below 1475 and we come down and take this bar out here at 1426 or 1425, then really it should be out. But the low of this bar here was 1472. The low of this one here is 1467. So really your stop should be about 1465 or so, 1460. even 1450, depending on how much risk you have on. Okay, and then your profit target, you know, our first target is going to be $18. Take a little bit off. Say if you got 100 shares at $14.75, let's take a look at that. How that might look at $14.75. There we go. Now that's how it's supposed to look. All right, so we got a stop price of $14.60, so we're risking $15 to make $325. So that's all I really got for that one. For Webull, we're looking at once we get above this $16 area, we want to head to the $18 area. Once we get above that $18 area, we're heading for 27. All right, so that's our target. Our real target price is 27, because even if we go back and we look, right, this thing at one point hit 79.56. So that would be the ultimum, but you know, let's take our steps and work our way back up to that 79.56. All right, because if we can get to the 79.56 with just 25 shares from this 14.75 area, we're looking at $1,000, right? So that would be a nice little trade, even after you've, you know, taken profit on some of these other shares. Now, if you just keep the whole 100 shares and don't take any profit, and we get to that 79.56. Then you're looking at about $6,000, $6,500. That would be a nice little roll in your money, but like I said, you got to get back up to $80 to get there. And right now, there's a lot of overhead pressure to get there. Okay, so that's all I got for you for right now, but just keep an eye on that, and remember to keep your stops in, and remember to trade accordingly based on your risk tolerance. All right, so be careful out there. These markets are crazy.